Hello, family. Here to do energy read for the day, and I've got the decks that I'm going to be using right in front here, right there. Got the Shaman's Dream Oracle, the Light Seer's Tarot, and the Starseed Oracle. So we're just going to start with the Shaman's Dream Oracle. I hope everyone is doing well today. It is Tuesday in August, August 27th, I believe. So Tuesday, a Tuesday energy read. I hope that everybody has been enjoying the last little weeks of summer. I know that I am more of a winter soul, fall and winter, but I do enjoy summer because, you know, it's the sunshine and just the nostalgic feel of what summer means. So anyway, spirit guides, God, spirit team, angels, ancestors of the highest good, our ancestors of the highest timeline for us, please give us a message that we need to hear. The message that we need the most today, please. Please protect my energy and the energy of the collective from negativity and any evil eye or bad omens, intentions. Protect us with white light and allow us to move through our day with the highest good of the collective and everyone around us in mind. Alright, let's see what comes out. I really appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me today, and I hope that the messages do resonate and provide some clarity in your life and situations, and I do hope that you do find something helpful within this reading. So what we have first from the Oracle Shaman Dream is the Horned Cactus, Resourcefulness, and Dust Devil, Moving Out of Stagnation. So let's go into those first, and then we'll go to the next deck. So we've got number 29, the Horned Cactus. Blooming through resilience, resourcefulness, discovery. When nothing seems to be happening fast enough, or your ideas have dried up, you begin to question your relevance. During these periods in life, you might feel like giving up, frustrated and resentful that success will never happen for you. The issue here, however, is a matter of perception. The horned cactus thrives in the barren desertscape, offering you the gift of water when all appears to be dry. If you look at its body, you see the natural thorns that protect it from predators and the elements. What you don't see are the deep roots that extend far into the earth, filling it with a continuous flow of water. This succulent is a symbol of resilience, of resourcefulness, of your needs being met in spite of appearances to the contrary. It's a reminder of the courage and inherent wisdom needed to dig deep below the less than friendly surface that hides a rich underground world. Can you connect to this magical truth and trust? The desert is a mystical place filled with mysterious creatures, beautifully adapted to their environments. The horned cactus tells you to take heart. This journey is only temporary, and you will soon be met with greener pastures. But first, you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude as you're tested here. Be as the cactus, resilient and resourceful. Okay, and then the dust devil is number 15. Embrace the chaos, trust in the process, and moving out of stagnation. The presence of the dust devil causes a ruckus. Some people are afraid of this chaotic nature, believing that he comes in to intentionally stir things up. The truth is, you can't expect this dream ally to behave, so bring niceness, to be clean. His power is in the mess he creates as he calls for you to engage in the full cyclone of life. He represents two aspects to you now: the winds in your outer life appearing to throw you off course, where you assume the world is coming at or happening to you, and the winds that churn inside of you, with the dust devil arising from your dreamscape to help you escape your inevitable change, shackling you to a barren desert. Interesting. Stop asking for things to be perfect. Awkward, messy, conflicted, exuberant, and wild is how you shift. Trust this process. The dust devil knows what you need when you need it. Once things settle, you will see the gleaming jewels awaiting your discovery, the wisdom awaiting integration. So I think it's interesting that both of the cards that came out are about, barren desert. It's calling you to use what you have, dig deep, and allow the storm to carry away what you don't need anymore. Your spirit is rooted. Who you are is rooted in your spirit. And so the outside, the 3D, the outer shell, the outer, the external is just that. It is just the appearance. It's the outward. And anything that isn't meant for you, those things get carried away in the storm. And the storm in this case is a dust storm, which has the same idea, the same of a rainstorm. So, it's cleansing you, it's taking out the things that we don't need, that aren't serving us anymore. And so we have to allow that to happen and just remain grounded in who you are, rooted in the spirit, the essence that you carry, because that is who you are, and that will remain who you are, no matter what or who is around you. So just allow spirit to clear your desert out, clear the things that aren't watering you, that aren't serving you anymore, and just trust that process and accept what it is that comes, no matter what, because it's going to be more difficult if you fight the process or don't release the things that you're being called to release. So we're going to get a couple out of the Starseed Oracle. Spirit, please allow us messages. What would you like to add to the horned cactus and the dust devil? What additional messages would you like to provide with the horned cactus and the dust devil? All right. So we have Inner Earth and Loosen Your Grip. That came out second, so we'll do that. How about that? Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Inner Earth, also known as Agartha, is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mentioned it in their stories. It's sad that some of the beings of ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Aryavarta, went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for inner earth on the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or on another level of consciousness? There are solutions beyond what you can perceive. Surprising outcomes to your problems and solutions. Resolutions that are in the best interest of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy and shift your thinking. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see that whole new worlds of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something difficult or different. Wow, okay, well, maybe you need to do something difficult. I suppose different is difficult to some. To me, for sure. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so you can receive them. What can you do to shift your energy or your outlook? Is that difficult for you to do? How does that make you feel? What are the possible outcomes when you do that? These are just some questions to ask yourself. So, loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let God in. We're cyclic beings, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationship, the job, the people pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space, the part we're most afraid to leave empty, the part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us, we're clinging to it for fear of it not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosen your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it might stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you, and you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength and to surrendering to the grace of life. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? It's a very resonant message for me today. I think that we all cling to things that aren't good for us. We fear not having control, and so the things that we do control tend to not be maybe necessarily good for us. I think Spirit is urging us to loosen your grip, drop addictions and expectations and 3D things that you use to cover your fears and to cover your vulnerability. Allow yourself to do what is difficult, like the Inner Earth said, it's different but difficult. And I think the difficult thing that you're being called to do is to loosen your grip on everything. Don't white knuckle things, because the minute that you open your palm and you loosen that grip after holding on for so long, eventually the things that you will not release are going to be pulled from you. in a way that is more uncomfortable than if you just loosened and allowed what was meant to be to be. And the Course in Miracle book, that I have that book, and that last card mentioned it, so I'm going to just open to a random page, pick a random paragraph, and read. Here is the first direct perception that you can make. You make it through awareness older than perception, and yet reborn in just an instant. For what is time to what was always so. Think what that instant brought. The recognition that the something else you thought was you is an illusion. And the truth came instantly, to show you where yourself must be. It is denial of illusions that calls on truth. For to deny illusions is to recognize that fear is meaningless. Into the holy home where fear is powerless, love enters thankfully, grateful that it is one with you who joined to let it enter. Interesting. I really think that was fitting. And so I'm going to do another one. Be not afraid today to circumvent the voices of the world. Walk lightly past their meaningless persuasion. Hear them not. Be still today and listen to the truth. Go past all things which do not speak of him, who holds your happiness within his hand, held out to you in welcome and in love. Hear only him today, and do not wait to reach him longer. Hear one voice today. If you will lay aside the ego's voice, however loudly it may seem to call, if you will not accept its petty gifts that give you nothing that you really want, if you will listen with an open mind that has not told you what salvation is, then you will hear the mighty voice of truth, quiet in power, strong in stillness, and completely certain in its messages. I don't know if we need tarot, but do we need tarot, Spirit? Do we need a couple tarot cards, or is this message complete? I think that that's the message, and I don't think it needs to be added to. Is the message really let go and let God? Let go and let Spirit. Let go and let it be. Let it be what it is. What it is what it will be. And trying to control that is just fighting the universe. Thank you for spending some time with me this morning. I hope that everybody has a wonderful day, and I hope that this message of hope and courage and vulnerability and trust reaches who it's meant to and gives you inspiration to do the difficult things that you're being called to do. Always love and light to everyone. So take care, and we'll see you next time.